together must be expecting the run. On second down, here's Wilson. Going to Rawls on the dump-off. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Thomas Rawls, 76 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It's complete. Fleener, right side. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Breeze now. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford, used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about that used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
Breeze to throw on second down. Looking long for... Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now it's Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing again here, Wilson. He'll dump it off to Procise. Still shedding tackles. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 46. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So it'll be first down here after the run. From the gun, it's Wilson. Drops it underneath for Rawls. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. They set up the screen to Rawls. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Back to the ground attack, it's Rawls. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
First down, Seahawks, Wilson to Baldwin. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Here's Rawls. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now Wilson on second down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Cameron Jordan. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Uses the spin, finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
As we get a look at the New Orleans offensive starters, you had them this last week. School me on this revamped run game they have.
Well, they've had to cut down the rotation. It started with 3 guys. Remember Mark Ingram, Alvin Kamara, and, of course, Adrian Peterson. And the first couple of games, just 60 and 81 yards on the ground in those games. Since then, though, they've won 4 straight, at least 149 yards on the ground in 3 of them. But in the last 2 games since they traded Adrian Peterson, 351 yards, 3 touchdowns, and they've caught 17 passes for 103 yards. They're getting the ball to the right guys, and they're making plays.
Flush to his right. He uncorks it for Snead. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. It's a big play there for the Saints. 48 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Shift together here from the D-line. To throw is Breeze. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now Breeze. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the D looking like they may blitz. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And a great spot to start this drive from here. So after the INT, it's Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Kobe Flater, the tight end, his intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And Lutz's kick is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They start the second half with Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The motion man here, Flainer. On second down, here's Breeze. Left side and caught by Flainer. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
It's complete to Flainer. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. The motion man here, Flainer. Breeze now on first down. He lets it go deep for Flainer. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. This New Orleans team definitely a second-half club a year ago. In fact, they had the best second-half differential in the NFL, plus 64.
Well, I think head coach Sean Payton does a terrific job of crystallizing in the half, reducing, and then going ahead and being very specific in their attack in the second.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. On play action, now Breeze. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Mike Bennett in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. Breeze now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. It's a pickup of 21. And that leads to a New Orleans first down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now Breeze throwing on second down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing now is Breeze. And Ginn's got it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. The They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. Here's Breeze. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. He's at the 50, 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. K.J. Wright coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Flush to his right. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Breeze, got to have this one. And he's got Snead. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Give him 16 yards on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now Breeze. And he's got it over the middle. Flainer. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down. Breeze now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Michael Bannon able to run him down for a loss of a yard. He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on 2nd. Shotgun now for Breeze. Throwing deep here for Coleman. That's caught at the 25. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A gain of 32 that time. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Frank Clark in there to get him for a loss of 5. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Breeze now on 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the all-pro free safety.